Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is April 23rd. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you on a, well, still kind of wet morning, but we're getting ready for some sunshine. I'm super excited for that. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning with your top news and weather headlines. It stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works for you. Plus, we make it into a podcast, so you can find that at inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute or anywhere you find your podcasts.
Yesterday was beautiful, and then the wind kind of picked up a little later in the afternoon. Now today, kind of wet and still windy before we see some sunshine.
Yeah, got a really nasty video from Crystal, North Dakota yesterday of blowing dust. So it was dirty and nasty out there. Showed that to you this morning on First News. Visibility was reduced. We have strong winds again today, this time though out of the north-northwest, 15 to 25, gusting 30 to 35. That's pushing in colder air, and highs today only get into the 50s. Yesterday we touched 71 degrees, so even though it was windy, we did have some sun and a nice temperature. Today, more of a raw feeling day with those highs in the 50s and then the wind providing that extra little bite. It's just what comes with the north-northwest wind. Few showers out there this morning. It's been raining off and on in Detroit Lakes. Grand Forks did see a couple very early morning sprinkles. I don't think there was hardly a drop here in Fargo, maybe one or two on your windshield. That was about it. All of that moving to the southeast. It lasts the next couple of hours, and then clouds start to move out, and we will see the sun this afternoon. It's just that the north wind wins today. It's not that the sun isn't going to be there. It's just that it's not going to be strong enough to really boost our temperature with that north wind. So kind of a cooler day today. That all settles down. It's going to be a little bit chilly tomorrow morning. I'm thinking lots of 20s to start your Wednesday. Sub-freezing, so if you did maybe already plant some flowers or tomatoes, I've got a rhubarb plant in my landscaping. Good idea to cover those things up, just because I do expect it to be sub-freezing tomorrow morning. But it leads into a beautiful day. Sunshine, light winds, temps in the 60s tomorrow. Looks gorgeous. Warmer but windy on Thursday. Showers develop Thursday night, last Friday, Saturday. Those are two of your kind of widespread rainy days, probably off and on rainy. Cooler too, highs falling down into the 50s, 40s by Sunday. Sunday looks chilly. Yeah, chilly day on Sunday. Temperatures back up into the 60s and 70s to round out April and head into May then. Still a couple rain chances for next week, but fairly soggy through the weekend. Just kind of combing through some initial stuff this morning. Half inch to an inch, not out of the question, with heavier pockets here or there. So we'll
Not
see
great
how
timing.
For
the weekend.
For the weekend, yeah. We've had
Monday
some
will be
beautiful
great.
weekends lately, so that's a bummer. But your Wednesday tomorrow looks lovely. So if you do have things you want to do outside, do it tomorrow. And then soggy for the weekend. Any of your outdoor plans for the weekend, be it proms or weddings, start maybe thinking about indoor options. I don't think it's going to be a super soaker where it like downpours constantly all day Friday and Saturday, but there will be different waves of showers moving through.
Just enough to be inconvenient.
Yes, and looking widespread. Like I don't really think there's an area that escapes it. I do expect some pretty good widespread.
No escape.
Rain. There is no escape. You're stuck. You're stuck with the rain.
Oh man.
Okay, I think that's all. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thank you, Lydia. Well, it is day 2 of North Dakota Severe Weather Awareness Week, and today's focus is to have a plan in place in the case of a tornado. If there is a tornado in your area, you should immediately go to a basement, get under the stairs if you can. If there is no basement, the most centermost room on the lowest level of the home you're in is where you should go. Avoid windows. I know some of the things you've already heard, but it's always a good idea to have these reminders. If you're in a mobile home, seek shelter in a nearby building or a storm shelter. If you're outside and can't find shelter, lay down in a ditch or a low-lying area. Finally, if you're driving, when you see a tornado, stay calm. Try to drive away from it if you can. However, you should never try to outrun a tornado. You can stop to seek shelter at a nearby building, but don't park under an underpass. You'll be able to put this tornado safety plan to the test as well tomorrow. A statewide tornado drill will be happening across the state. You're going to hear those sirens right around 11:15 tomorrow morning. So just be aware
That's happening.
That's happening. Have the discussion with your family and your kids, and important to have that plan in place. And remember, you can always stay ahead of the storm by downloading the Storm Tracker Weather app, which is free. You can find that in the Apple or Google Play Store.
That's right. All right, right now 2 people are facing charges in an overnight crash that happened in central North Dakota. That crash happened along Highway 1 about 12 miles west of Cooperstown around 1 o'clock this morning. We're told a pickup truck went off the road and rolled over. Both people inside suffered minor injuries. The driver, 44-year-old Jesse Pierce, is facing DUI and DUI refusal charges. The passenger, 54-year-old Tasha Cortade, is facing charges as well. This is for possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia.
Right now, we have a reminder, if you have a pool at your house, the City of Fargo's Inspections Department will be enforcing an updated safety regulation this summer. Starting this summer, any pools that have a water depth of at least 2 feet must have a fence or barrier surrounding it. And that fence must be at least 4 feet tall, needs to be at least 4 inches away from the pool. Of course, the city put this ordinance into place to try to prevent kids from drowning.
All right now, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is reminding high school students to make sure you apply for federal student aid despite delays in this program from the federal government. It's been proclaimed Finish FAFSA week here in the state of North Dakota. Right now, schools and partners are extending their hours to help answer questions about this application process. One resource is a webinar that's going to be held tonight from 7 to 8. You can find a link to register for that free event on the Bank of North Dakota's website.
Hot Mic with Don Mezzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com. The first 2025 North Dakota High School football commit has made his decision. You're going to meet Kindred's Jake Starkovic, plus the Bison season opener at Colorado has been moved to Thursday night. This is we've talked way more than probably we needed to about this story. I thought it was going to be Saturday, and then we thought maybe it was going to be Friday, but it's going to be Thursday night. So Dom's going to be kind of exploring why it was moved and what does it mean for a national primetime game.
Yeah.
So lots of discussions there. Plus, I was at the Fargo Force game. I will admit that I thought we're in the Clark. I thought we were just almost there, going to win the Clark Cup. But
Still some
we're still in the
games.
playoffs. Still,
Yep.
But we are winning this series 2-1 now.
Oh, yeah.
It was 3. It was a great close game last night. There was an open netter at the end, so
Okay.
the 3-1
Yeah.
makes it look like it was a better game.
They need one more win on the road, and
Yep.
then they go to the next round. So it's an exciting time for the Fargo Force and for our city. Of course, Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inforum.com. And speaking of Inforum.com, don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to our website, Inforum.com. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to get the deal.
Our next newscast is coming up at 11 this morning, and then we covered this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with first news from 5 to 7.
Have a great day.